Hey, 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 hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin, and you're watching 171 of DangIT Prodcast. Got a little too hyped. So hyped that I couldn't pass it on to anyone else in the room except for inanimate objects. Okay. Oh, okay. So, whew. Alright. Now that was just it started off on a high. Now let's see if I can carry that through with just myself. Yes, it's just myself for this podcast, just so you guys know. You guys can, just so like it's kind of clear and open to the air for everyone. If there's ever a time where I'll just double check if I was being recorded on the mic. If there's ever a time where you want to know who's appearing on the podcast, whether it be just me or maybe Gabe or David and etc., just check the description. For the most part, I will always have them beforehand or have their social medias locked on there beforehand. So if you're trying to play the guessing game like some people in the chat in previous podcasts, then you can fact check yourself on that too. Sometimes. All right, we got people in the chat. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so I can see people. Sure. Curse you, Gabe. Now that I realize how easy it is just to zoom in, it's now easier for me just to look at that. Although I guess that's pretty good. All right, let's read out people in the chat who's joining us right now. First one to actually comment was Siberian. Came in like really early. Meme guy came in earlier as well. Joshua's here. T there. No, T the Ripper. That's how it is. What's good? Let's see who else is here. The Xbox 360 is here. Must have no time after retiring. Now the Xbox One's and the Xbox One X is going to be holding the mantle. Mark's here. My wrench. Yeah, Mark, we're switching up things here. Master Hand's here. Gabe left a little thing right there. And Midnight Force is here. Who else is here? Yeah, no, that's everyone. Okay, so the usual here. Oh, Steven's here as well, saying tacos. Steven's always about those tacos, so don't underestimate that. So again, it's just me here. What was I gonna say? Usually, per the usual, whenever I'm just the one here, I would normally just read out things that are just happening, kind of a little bit more systematic, a little bit more of a much more flow or more organized, I think I should say. More organized podcast in which I kind of let people know what's going on here. So, just kind of going based off of like things that have been happening through the week. Yesterday I had a day off. I know, we're talking about the entire week and I start on Friday. Okay, so I mean, it's Monday through Thursday, work as usual. Friday I was off, and with that I was able to work on the new edits for DangIT Plays. Sword Art's coming back again, rearing its head. Also, a new Let's Play has emerged, which you guys will be excited for, I'm sure. Dealing with a certain hedgehog, a fox boy, and nipple, or I should say an enchilada. So yeah, there's that. Something else that happened, and I think this actually happened even a week before, was, and I don't even know if I even mentioned it. This is more like personal stuff for me, but I finished the Trial of the Sword. For some reason, I typed in Trail of the Sword, but yeah, whatever. For Breath of the Wild, and that was tough, actually. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, something got. I got distracted by the chat there, but yeah, that's a Trial of the Sword is definitely difficult, even on normal difficulty. If you're not ready for it, if you're not prepared for it, and you haven't drank the 30-minute long-lasting strength potion, you may not make it. Except, I think the strength potion really counts for the first and second trials, or the first and middle trials. The final trial, it kind of doesn't even matter really, because you'll never, or at least I'd love to see a speedrun of it. I don't think anyone can really do it per se and not get hit a lot. You'd have to really know what type of weapons you'd be utilizing, what you'd be throwing at enemies, and again, you utilizing because all weapons break. So the idea is that you want to save up as much as possible for the later ones, in which you'll be seeing a lot of guardians and whatnot. But yeah, that's kind of a little aside. I also, while I was editing the videos, I picked up on Kirby Planet Robobot. That's pretty much the sequel to the Triple Deluxe 3DS game. So I've been playing that. It's essentially kind of a new, fresh coat of paint, is what I describe it as. Otherwise, a lot of it's very familiar from the old 3DS title. So it's kind of whatever. Ideally in that sense, for me personally, I enjoy it as it is. So I have no complaints other than that. And right, this is something I did want to mention. Well, first, let me look at the chat just so I don't get left behind here. So, people talk about anuses. Okay, so that's where we were being distracted by. Mark is saying Dragon Ball Z Fight or Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I always get those mixed up. Gets a thumbs up for me. It's Mark approved. Much fun. Such finesse. Oh yeah, is there like a little demo or something like that? I've been reading a lot of things on Twitter about it, but or at least maybe not so much as a lot, but just seeing one or two things. Give me a second, guys. I should go to Bandai Namco's Twitter for this. Man, it looks like Xbox Live's going crazy too. Let's see. Instructions to join. Oh, okay. Announcement: Dragon Ball Z. There's a private beta. Okay, open for Xbox. Limited space. Instructions to join. You want Xbox Insider Hub on your Xbox One console. Navigate and do all that other stuff. Okay, so private beta. That's cool though. I should totally try it out. But not for this stream. Not for this podcast, no. But that's definitely something I want to look into. Because just looking at that game, it's beautiful. It's just, Ooh, okay. It's pretty damn fun, says Mark again. Master has the Dragon Ball Fighter Z may not be my cup of tea, but I have to admit, it looks pretty damn good. Xbox 360. Yeah, yo, Justin, you gonna play Shinobi Striker? I'm just gonna keep my hands off for a while and just watch from afar. Just see like how it plays out, because from what I can see, it's not so impressive. I mean, granted, Ultimate Ninja Storm wasn't really impressive because it wasn't too mechanically investing, so it was kind of more of a what was it? It's kind of eye candy instead. Midnight's asking if you're going to pre-order it from Mark. Mark says, yes! Midnight Support says, Shinobi Striker, you better have some boob customization. Isn't there something... Make your own Shinobi, though. Yes, wasn't there something about that? I wonder... I'm going to make an unfair comparison between that and Sonic Forces. Like, how in-depth is the customization going to be? Because we're dealing with two different type of games with their own established characters, very much so established franchises that have been focused on, Naruto and what was the other one? Sonic. They're very iconic characters in their own franchise, and now we have the ability to customize characters within their world. So you gotta wonder, how far can we customize our characters from every single thing? The whole game is based on your own Shinobi. You can have Chidori, Rasengan, Byakugan. Think about Mark saying, I'm thinking Xenoverse 2 styles customization, that type of game. Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, Xenoverse. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Nah, it's gonna be Rasengan from here on in. That almost sounds like that could be a Chidori Rasengan. Has Naruto ever done something like that? Because Naruto at this point, I mean, spoiler or not, it's up to you guys, is able to do the Rasengan. Sorry, I was just reading what Master just said right there. But I guess it does depend on whether you guys have watched or not. But Naruto's able to use all the different tail beast chakras to form up different styles of his Rasengan, from things that are like specifically like the Shikaku Rasengan. That's what I'm going to call it, which is kind of it has a ceiling. It's partially ceiling base, if I could say so myself. Could you do things like the Sharingan, like saying Mark? That'd be interesting too, to be able to customize ocular powers as well, and be able to have like one big Byakugan, one big Sharingan, and then just crazy stuff. And then we'll have to see like the Dogon as well, the Sharingan. So okay, all right, we're going crazy with the whole naming of the different jutsus with Dan. So what's else? I trailed off. I don't remember what I was going to say afterward. Oh, right. Okay. So the title of this podcast was Eat This? Yeah, there's a reason for that. You guys may have noticed in the last podcast, if you were here, that Gabe was here and he proceeded to do a lot of fiddling with the alert box. You know, I was talking about the whole Streamlabs thing where you can actually customize what people will see on a live stream when they subscribe or something like that. Well, he brought up one of those funny faces that Midoriya made during My Hero episode 20 of season 2, and I was able to go fiddle in Photoshop and whatnot and create something like this. So this is just going to be a little sample of what people are going to see when someone subscribes. Oh. Good. DangIT Productions ate this and subscribed. So that's a little sample of things. I'm thinking that maybe it could have been better and bigger, but at the same time, if I ever find myself during a stream that's kind of cluttered, it might be better that way. Good. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta see that again. It's great. Good. Mark says if you want, I could put it on Gabe's body. You'll do that regardless if I say yes or no. Because you're that type of guy, my dude. Okay. So, this is a pretty open forum, so if those of you have any kind of questions, feel free to ask it. This is kind of all I got right here on my listing. But, yeah. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, I discovered something on Twitch recently. Well, actually, I knew about it, but I never really knew too much about it. And that was these things called vodcasts. And the idea of it is these are recorded videos or past broadcasts that you've done before in the past, and you just make them live. It's a weird concept. You take previous broadcasts, and what would normally be like a live stream from you would just be replaced by a previous broadcast, in which people are able to go in there and actually comment in real time as this past broadcast is streamed over in real time. Well, real time. So you won't be able to go back and watch something over again, or at least as far as I don't know. It'll act as some kind of, let's call it fake news on Twitch. Yes, in a sense, yes. It's, and I know I'm totally out of words for this one. It's so strange because I had to really think about like, okay, what's the purpose of that? Because Twitch is all about streaming and everything like that. It's streaming games, and having to do that in real time. But their way of thinking of it is that this helps promote previous broadcasts you've done before, things that people have missed, and just show it live and have people like go in there and still have that same type of connectivity, minus the actual content creator, unless that content creator decides to jump into the chat and talk to people, in which case that's kind of cool too. It's so weird, but I've been thinking about how I could utilize it for DangIT Pro Gaming. over there on Twitch. And so it's so interesting to think about it because, yeah, okay, so I mean, I'll just go off of what Mark's saying. It sounds very misleading, honestly, and I feel like you could upload them to YouTube and get the same results. Kind of, yeah. Although it's different with Twitch because of how they display things. I mean, granted, there's also YouTube Gaming, which is just like the gaming version on YouTube, which that by itself has a very similar interface in how people can connect to other people and find other people's stuff. Justin's new haircut, though. Thank you. I got this a couple weeks ago. And what was I going to say? I don't know. I feel that even though YouTube Gaming is definitely an option, it was difficult to actually access YouTube Gaming without actually searching for it. It's not like you can go onto YouTube itself and then find YouTube Gaming from there, at least as far as I knew back then. But now it's a lot easier with the new YouTube layout. Now it's a shortcut to just jumping from different types of YouTube browsers. So now I'm just like a few clicks away from it instead of having to type on Google YouTube Gaming and then having to click on it. So now I can see everything here. And if I look here on YouTube Gaming, there's also different things. Obviously, you can like follow certain games and whatnot. Find any games that are anyone who's doing games live right now. I do kind of prefer Twitch's layout still because it prioritizes on just the list of games over like certain videos that are going live. Twitch did that kind of passively. As far as I know, once you access Twitch now, there's only that one stream that's just popping up on the right side of your screen, or I guess technically right here for you guys. And then from there, you can just kind of scroll and just browse whatever. It doesn't really matter. And that live stream that's popping up right in front of you doesn't follow you, so it's totally cool. And then when you click on what was this? I have to actually look at this myself. You guys might actually have to I'll just mute that for a second, just so you guys don't like hear background noises and whatnot. So yeah, can I actually show you guys? I don't have a layout for that, don't I? Oh, you still got to hear that. Oh, well, okay, hold on. Let's do a little shout out here. I have no idea what. I don't even know how to comprehend that title. But I guess it's an actual competition going on right there. But that's pretty much featured broadcasters. That's what it's called. And on the side, you have like things that happened with people you're following, and then you can actually go into the browse tab on the top left. You scroll down and see all these different games. I like the display here. Let me see if I can actually show it. Yeah, right there. See, I like that layout where it just shows all different games versus YouTube Gaming, which is it shows all these different videos. I'm like, I don't have an interest in any of these, but it shows all the games that are live right now. But yeah. Okay. So I'm glad I got my point across. I just think that Twitch has a better layout at the moment. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm reading the chat because I think I missed some things. Just trying to go Super Saiyan. Boy, I'm already super. Has anyone really talked about Goku's new form? I have very vague ideas of what that is, except for maybe it's a Super Goku. And what I got a little hint of that was like not just the promotional image of it before Tournament of Power came up, but it was another crossover between Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super and One Piece, where they actually show Goku in a super form. No hair colors whatsoever. So I'm thinking it's a Super Goku. Hence Dragon Ball Super. Zane's here. Hello, Zane. Zane says won't be able to watch the stream because I got work in an hour. That's totally cool. We got jobs. Midnight's making a quote here. Boyfriend, remember what I told you when we did this for the first time? Girlfriend says, eat this. Or should I say, kore. Xbox 360 saying, "What's a good job, Justin? What's your job now, Justin?" Mark saying, "A good job, 360. A good job." Mark saying, "I love his new form. Those silver eyes." Oh god, we're gonna expect a potential crossover between Super and Ruby, and I have no idea how I should feel about that. And by the way, that's not canon. By the way, I'm just saying. Oh, speaking of which, damn it. All right, so I forgot to turn on the stream time, so it's just like, Hold on, let's see if I can actually do something right here. Let's see. It's been roughly 25 minutes, so I would say, I guess, okay, 25 minutes since we started, right? Or something like that. And so it'd be, what, 21 minutes, like in caps? So I think so. Sure. It'll just be a false number, guys, just so people know like how long we've been streaming for. Even though it kind of says it right there for me, it's not actually true. So what happens if I do that? Oh god, we've been live streaming for 21 hours, guys. Congratulations. Okay, good to know that that's actually the hour mark and not the minute mark. So I thought it went like by milliseconds as well. So, or actually, you know what? We'll start right here. This is probably not true, but you know what? 22 minutes, I'm going to say it's that. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm going to catch up on you guys. Justin, would you like to play Titanfall 2 with me on the Xbox? I don't have Titanfall 2, and I'm not really quite interested in Titanfall. It's a good game from what I can hear, but I have other games to play too. Bandai Force says Super Saiyan God Ultra Mega Super Saiyan. It's Super Goku. Xbox 360 says, Justin, do you think the channel has lost a bit more views than it used to? I think it's still good, but yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, it's even if you just like joined in, you'll notice like very low views, high subscribers still. I mean, that's bound to happen because reacting. I've said this several times over. Because reacting is over. That's why. But reactions haven't. But people are still hooked on reacting it. And realistically, I don't think we can really get those followers back again. And that's totally fine with me. But we got a new brand for discussions and reactions and whatnot. So I'm totally fine with it now. Maximum Over Saiyan says God. But yeah, good game. Zane says, is it strange that I miss David and getting angry whenever he plays Sword Art? Well, you're going to see that later on. It doesn't end there. In fact, Sword Art hasn't ended yet, so yeah. In fact, I guess I've already said it earlier, but we did more filming on Sword Art and new game featuring Xanax. And now I have all the episodes up here. I just need to do like very subtle changes to the description, thumbnail, etc. And those will be pumped out at intervals of like a day or so. Once I get to actually adjusting that. Oh man, okay. Oh yeah, I guess that reminds me, I should post the last and go live with the last episode, Left 4 Dead, and now I have to work on highlights after that. So don't mind me, I'm just gonna do a little editing in the backside here, or publish that. Okay, good. I'll close this for now, and I'll close that. Chat. Sub say, bring back reactions. Gabe say, are you assuming my YouTube orientation? When you assume things. But yeah, actually, I've heard a lot about that as far as bring back reactions. I haven't heard that in a while, actually. So that's probably a good sign. A lot of people are either just ghost subscribers, so they're not really saying anything, nor would they feel like they should. So that's going to be good. Which means as the subscribers dwindle down, we can only like go up from there. So speaking of which, I was kind of interested in my what was it? I mean, I also have this on YouTube Analytics, but I'm looking at Streamlabs right now just to see any new subscribers since then. But yeah, I actually am glad that I can see that there are subscribers coming in. So it's a net loss, meaning that we've gained some, but we lost more, which means we're still gaining more, which is good. Xbox 360 asks, Justin, how did you and Gabe meet? Oh boy, okay. All right, it's been a while since I've answered a question like that, but it was back in his freshman year of high school, my sophomore year. The first time we met was, I guess it was sometime after I had done my first meeting at tennis. We had like tennis and stuff like that. Wow, I don't know why I felt like it was so awkward for me to say that. Scorpio's here, hello. But I met Dennis there, who was one of the founding members of DangIT Productions, and he was friends with Gabe at the time, and so I met Gabe via a mutual friend here, and I hung out in the same group as him, and then that was just pretty much it. It was weird. I'm trying to really describe like my relationship with Gabe back in high school, and he was definitely there. We definitely hung out for sure. My first impression of Gabe was, oh, he's that type of guy. And what I mean by that, I mean like he's the class clown. He's the one who is most likely to. I mean, what's the word for it? I guess the rebel, if anything. But Zane's saying, you should collab with Tyrone Magnus. Woo! I'm sorry, Zane. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean, when Gabe and we hung out like in the same group, right? And so I only knew Dennis at the time. So I hung out with Dennis more of the time. And that was the same with Gabe. And so we shared the same space as the group. Although I don't think we had too many... At first, we didn't have any interactions with each other, and I don't remember when we started to connect even more. So I think it may have been, I would say maybe my junior year, but then again, junior year wasn't so iffy with me at the time. Not my relationship with Gabe, but just like what I was going through at that time. Definitely senior year. That's when I connected with Gabe most. But yeah, oh, Scorpio's been making a new bookshelf. That's cool. Stayed up way past my bedtime. You know what? I've been noticing how I fall asleep very easily, or at least get really sleepy sometime after midnight. And it kind of sucks because at the time when I was hanging out with Gabe after high school, I'd be a night owl, stay up past 5 or something like that, and then go to sleep. But now that I'm like on this fixed schedule, I cannot do that anymore. Mastan says, I'm good, but a little frustrated. I keep killing flies in my room, but every time I kill one, another one appears out of nowhere. It's like fighting a Hydra. That's the problem. You need to get on the Hydra's back. Obviously, you're not doing it wrong, doing it right. But no, I hear you. During the summertime, that's when the flies actually come in and just like, hey guys, heard you guys are having a party. It's like, oh, we weren't having a party. Oh, whoa, I don't know. I see all this food, these scraps and everything. I'll go invite my friend over here. But what school do you go to? I don't go to school anymore. Not Xbox, or should I say 360, aka college. Yeah, I don't. Or what school did you go to? I went to a university. It was It was a private university. Although, I actually don't know the difference between like public and private because I've only been to the private one. So, yeah. So as far as like if you want to know like more experiences about private college, I guess it's smaller from what I hear. None of my classrooms were like that big. It was a good class of at the most 40 students. I know that there's some classes that have like over 100 students or so. That's ridiculous. Thankfully I never had to go through something like that. Yeah. Matt Sand says, flies done fucked up. Though they came into my room, they have a death wish, and I shall grant it. Damn flies. Zane says private. What he actually means is he doesn't want you to know where he lives. Zane, it's a private college. I'm telling you right now, it's a private college. I am not lying about that. It happens. Sometimes I stay up late, Master Hand. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so sorry about Master Hand. You think that, like, with those big old hands, so that they'd be catching them. Here comes Steven with that comment. One time a fly landed on my I killed it, throw food away, and went outside and killed 30 flies with broom. Don't mess with my food. Good job, Steven. A for effort. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm trying to remember how many flies I had to take down in the same day. And it wasn't that many flies. Not as much as 30, Jesus. But I would say maybe 7. And that's like how big it's been since then. We've been pretty good with I don't know why I looked instinctively over there. Because that's where the flies usually go. They go in the kitchen like way over there beyond the room. So yeah, that's where all the food comes in. That's where mostly flies will just pop up. Or at least that's where we see them. There's also some in the office space over there when I used to have a desk there. Now I'm here. Broom broke. That's why I stopped at 30. Well, damn, you get to live this time. Not anymore. So, sorry guys, I'm just kind of looking to see other things that are going on here. Any news I should bring up to the table? Any news that isn't so depressing? That'd be great. Not the most, actually. Oh, shoot. When you have a dog that kills flies, I remember DJ's dog Moose would be able to, at least killed one at least, by eating it. Hates them. For good reason, of course. Sigfrido is here, so hello. What's else? Okay. Alright, I think at this point we're at a standstill, at least as far as like me saying new things. I'm at a point where I kind of like, I'm already burned out, so I need to really adjust myself to whenever I come across this by myself. Because now it's just me. I'm trying to think of things that also been coming up. Oh, actually, before this, I was watching an anime called, what was it? A certain magical index. There's another anime that's similar to it, kind of follows the same universe or something like that. It's also called a certain scientific railgun, and I've been trying to watch that because for some reason I had the urge to look up that. What was that one anime fighting game? It was called. I'm gonna look it up actually. Maybe I'll get a similar. No, it's not gonna happen. But essentially, it's a fighting anime game of all these light novel characters, specifically these B-list, C-list type of popular light novels and stuff like that. But yeah, one of them was the certain series, and that kind of brought me to think like, well, there's actually, I mean, there's a good amount of good amount of episodes in there to watch it like pass by the time. So I thought like, well, why not? And so right now I'm watching the first one, or at least there's no particular watch order. except for like season 1 and season 2 of like both types of shows. But from what I heard, you have to watch Index first, Railgun second, Index 2, which is season 2, third, and then Railgun 2. Something like that. And so I'm trying to watch it from there. Let's see. Okay, someone's asking a question, but I'm going to look up first. Master, if I had Zawarudo, then it wouldn't matter because it'd be useless. Murada. Justin, I don't mean to be rude, but what was the name of that black dude in your reactions to? Was one of my favorites, but I forgot his name. There was actually 2 black dudes, actually. One of them a little bit more known than the other one because the other one it just stopped showing up just due to other things. Anaya and also Kristoff. His name's Tyrone. Mark, what you know about those 2? Let's see. Also, there was something else in the comments up here, but maybe not. Yeah, okay. All right, that's fine. Man, you guys are really laying it thick with the comment frequency. That's nice. I'm actually curious to know why Gabe refused to play For Honor. Right. I think it's because, and everyone complains about it, is that everyone got screwed over by what I guess For Honor did, what Ubisoft did. And so that's my extent as to why he just stopped playing. Mark elaborates on saying the season pass he didn't get into though, even though he bought it, so he got pissed. Oh, that makes sense. So, I mean, For Honor definitely was that game that I saw and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool because it's a lot more, not intuitive, but it was more engaging as far as like how you commence combat. And it was pretty cool. And I believe what happened was that Ubisoft really wanted to make it a very competitive game that you would see at EVO and other professional levels of gaming. But I guess things happen in the background. A lot of things can be exploited in the game. Certain characters can like have a better advantage over others, even those of like they would be weak against or something like that. It's still a good game, and it's definitely very pleasing to look at. It's really that good looking, but it just, as far as the game itself and how they decided to move forward with it, it wasn't that great. As far as I know. I mean, I'm no expert. I'm not a rapper, but yeah, that's all I can really say about that. But what else is there going on as far as news and whatnot? I'm losing my voice too. It means I'm speaking through the throat, not the diaphragm. Oh, sorry. There's a kitty showing up on my feed. And I'm like, oh. All right, what's going on here? Oh, shoot. I haven't heard from Toby Turner in a long time. That guy who did the honest trailers or the literal trailers of stuff. But I guess he's still doing things. Yeah, good for him. Oh, you know what? I don't know how much I want to elaborate on the Nintendo Direct that happened on the 13th, but I feel that it's going to be something that we would end up covering still. Although I'm not sure if I want to make that into an actual video, because as far as the content itself, there weren't a lot of things that really held me to it. The only things that I could say really got me excited for the Direct was Mario Odyssey, even Xenoblade. Was there anything on 3DS? Not even Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon. I'm not really excited for that either. Not even Minecraft. Just, yeah. So it really was kind of the Switch that I was really interested in. And I guess also that was something that was really cool. Breath of the Wild, the amiibos for the champions, able to conjure up headpieces from their different beasts that they control. I thought that was really cool. But yeah. Gabe's diss track for honor. Two? Zane, you keep saying for honor, or at least someone's saying, yeah. No, Zane, you're saying for honor too. Like, there's not a sequel, right? You're just mistyping that? Right? There's no sequel. There's no sequel to this. Yeah, no. How do you speak through the diaphragm? Asked Corinne. Okay, so what I hear is that it's more. I mean, however you speak, it's however you speak. But how you maintain it, how you project your voice does depend on whether you do it by your throat, which I'm kind of doing right now, which makes it sound a little harsh, versus the diaphragm, which is like down here. So the idea is that you want to breathe in, breathe out, first and foremost. Like from down there, really concentrate on your breathing. You inhale, you exhale, and you have to feel it down to your stomach down here. And that's when you know you're speaking down there versus I guess trying to. It's hard for me to explain because even this guy, even the person I was watching the YouTube video on how to do it, doesn't really explain exactly how people speak through their throats, but you do cause a little bit more damage if you do that over time. If you just continue talking, that is. If you talk through your throat, that's kind of okay, as long as you don't overdo it. But yeah, Zane was just making a mistake. Okay, I'm glad we caught up on that. So glad everyone's on the same level here. But yeah. Oh yeah, I just clicked on Twitch and everything. I was talking about the podcast stuff, right? I guess that's a kind of a cool idea. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to leave your gaming station, you can go and just do the whole live podcasting just so you still show up on these feeds for games. So for example, say I was doing Breath of the Wild Master Mode. Yeah, it's Master Mode. And all of a sudden I need to be away for a week for whatever reason. I can load up, say, a queue for all the Sonic Mania stuff, and I just play that again. And probably just state hey guys, this is not an actual live stream, even so you'll see podcast in the title or something like that. This is just so people are still entertained, people still get some kind of content from ways back that you maybe not watched in a long time, or maybe you missed out on, so you guys can actually have the opportunity to watch it there. It's kind of more convenient, I would say. And at this point, when you can exploit convenience to make a quick buck, or insert whatever it can be exchanged for buck to just time or something like that, then you can actually get people to actually talk about it. Chimeri? I remember that name before. Chimeri? But we'll say Sanders. Says hello. Thank you for the information and the education, Justin. You're not welcome. Go actually watch the video. Can't wait until Justin will have 1 million subscribers and he'll be on YouTube Rewind in the near future. To be honest, I don't think that I'd like to be involved because I don't know what I'd be doing. I feel that a lot of what DangIT Productions does lies outside the viral hits, whether there are viral hits or not. I'm pretty sure you're going to see a lot of diss tracks for this year. And I'm not looking for. I don't think so. YouTube's got to be smarter than that, right? It might be part of the culture, but man, if you add diss tracks, it's over. YouTube is now a tool. Not really, but I'm just saying that YouTube's kind of sucky right now, right? For those of you who don't know, it's diss tracks that are being super popular, and a lot of people are getting spotlighted for the wrong reasons. Usually negative things, and it's kind of a bad place out there. And I don't know, because due to YouTube's algorithms and whatnot, they'll always produce something or show you something that you prefer to watch. So I don't know what's popular or whatnot. So, and I don't know, because YouTube Rewind's also based on clicks and certain viral hits that just come along that they include into a video. They were really good back in like 12 and 13, 14, stuff like that. But now it's just kind of been toxic on YouTube lately. Not to mention the whole demonetization and if they're going to add that, how are they going to even approach that? Because that's such a negative thing for them. Why would they even focus on that? So, again, different types of things that can be exposed, but they're not positive or anything like that. So, yeah. So I'm not really... Yeah, no. Oh, also PewDiePie. The whole thing on PewDiePie right now is pretty bad too. Yeah. So Corinne's also going to be heading out, building that bookshelf. That's cool. Justin, you're going to make one of those awkward Patreon skits? Other than the one we already made? Then no. I think it's perfect as it is. Zane saying, Justin's betrayal diss track towards Kristoff. No, I'm not into making diss tracks. It's kind of cool in the sense that if you make something good, as far as like a good beat, it's pretty good. But otherwise, I don't really like the whole message of it. I already made that joke. Oh, okay. I was long-winded from all that. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Oh man, I gotta really think about how to really structure these podcasts if it's just me solo, because it's very chill and I'm totally fine with that. But at the same time, I feel like I'm an entertainer here. Instead of like a personality, it's more an entertainer of sorts. I guess you can use those synonymously, but I just kind of do that. KSI made a good couple. So I've heard, and so I've seen. Yo, guy in the red shirt. Seriously, though. Zane says he's going to head off to work now. All right, see you. Yeah, one of the content creators I do follow is actually Etika World Network. Because he's a hype man. I love that guy. He's cool. But, yeah, he was watching one of his streams. He was going to talk about what he was going to do at, I think, it was not Games. It was PAX West or something like that. It was in Chicago. Or was it? Whatever it was PAX, and he was trying to I'm talking about a story about Xbox 360. I'm going to shut that down immediately. Don't ship us. What was I going to say? Edgar's a hype man. I like that dude. But he was going to talk about something on PAX, but then someone brought up on one of his donations, spoke about the whole diss track and everything like that with KSI and the guy who used to be Does Minecraft. Was like, God damn it. He went on and on. He didn't even watch some of the diss tracks, and this guy was floored. He got so triggered. Death says, just got on the stream. Hello, welcome. It's a good thing you didn't show up too late about this one. Well, actually, you didn't really miss much either. Actually, for you, what's the quick recap here as far as things that happened in the podcast? Okay, I'm going to go through this really quick. Friday, day off, editing Sword Art and a Sonic type of Let's Play thing. Finished Trial of the Sword, personal. Kirby Planet Robot, started playing that, personal. Showed off the alert sub for My Hero. Here's a sample, right? Give me a second. I actually just want to see it myself again. It's the same thing with my intro. I love my intro. And I also like the new alert. Give me a second. Today. But yeah, that little thing. Good. I love that thing. But yeah, that's just a sample. I won't abuse that because it'll actually mean something when it happens. Let's see. Oh, Mark's complimenting on shirt. Or love that shit. Oh yeah, no. He wasn't complimenting on shirt. He was actually complimenting on shit on what Etika likes. Etika's great. He's a good entertainer. But yeah. And now we've just been doing like Q&As and like a casual conversation. Best recent conversations. Is that Death? I actually don't know what you mean by that. Best recent conversations. Are you suggesting something or something like that? Shirt's good, bruh. Thank you. All right. Well, I guess we'll elaborate that the other thing later. What else is there for me to talk about? Anything that's new that's been happening recently? I had this on my Friday yesterday. I was really thinking because I was taking a break from like all the editing and stuff like that, but I was also thinking like, okay, I have this Friday to do like chores and whatnot, things I just need to take care of. Like for example, I need new deodorant, but it's like okay, but I don't want to just get deodorant. That's it. I want to do something else. And so here I am just in this room for like 15 minutes trying to figure out if there's anything else I can do outside other than just go get deodorant. And TLDR, all I did was just get deodorant. Despite being able to go to a GameStop and a Walmart, it was just like, okay, there's nothing I can get. There's nothing I need. Sucks. But I don't know. I just felt like it was such a little minor trip that I could have made more out of. But yeah. Let's see. What else is there? Oh yeah, I guess I can talk about things that's going to happen in the future, near future. Oh, that's just saying replying to what you said for the recap. All right, GG. Bruh, just got the necessities. That's all I get. We have plenty of food here. So I was thinking like, can I get a snacky snack? But I was like, no, stop. You're trying to watch your weight. Yeah, man. I don't need new clothes at the moment. And it's just like, well, I could also work on like applying new acoustic foams here just to make this thing even more so soundproof. But at the same time, it's pretty good. The only problem is just the noise from the computer and just any kind of electrical devices. Like the always humming Xbox One. It's only because like I have that on its sleep mode thing. Mark says, you just gotta bring me with you and I'll help you, Justin. Just gotta fly me in. Dude, it's cool as it would be if we all just went on a snack run. And specifically we'd need to be at maybe 10 o'clock at night. That'd be cool, but I don't have the money to fly people over. Right now, I'm trying to work on saving money for a new place, certainly, and just any type of equipment that I could possibly need. Although I think we pretty much have everything we could possibly need, unless it's a replacement. Then yeah, not sure. Just entered the building. Black Manta is in Injustice 2, and I'm sad that his damage is the same as Blue Beetle. Shit. Well. Wanting to move out. Oh yeah, of course, Mark. Of course. As cool as this setup is, having parents like be the main authority in the house kind of limits you on what you can do. Like, and I'm at that point like where I'm an adult. I'm an adult, okay? I can do things on my own, but I won't be able to learn how to truly be an adult if I just live here by myself. Not to mention that I wouldn't be able to have such a free-flowing schedule on the weekdays and whatnot. So just like, yeah. Xbox 360 says, Justin, would you do a Let's Play Bully, the Rockstar game? I can imagine Gabe wanting to try something like that. I'm not really interested myself. I remember that showed up on as the listings for the Xbox Game Pass. And I know that Miranda was playing it too. We saw her play a little bit of that. And, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but I'm not really particularly interested in myself. Not sure what to put. Don't be spreading rumors. I'll pay for you seeing. Des wants to fly Mark over here, but you have to fly back, dude. Not sure what to put. All says a Let's Play of Shadow of War would be pretty neat. Shadow of War. Oh right, that's the new one. There's Shadow of Mordor and then the Shadow of War, which is to build up on more of that type of deal. That'd be interesting. Let's see. Xbox 360 says, so is DangIT Productions kind of like your company, like Let's Play, Family, etc., Funhouse? Yes. Essentially, yes. So the idea is that DangIT Productions was made by, well, I was the one who really wanted to do this, but I needed a team, right? I want that excuse to just tell people I'm assembling a team. And so I had Angela and Dennis be the first founding members in addition to myself. And Gabe, I guess it was myself, Gabe, Dennis, and Angela who became like the first cast for DangIT Productions, as Gabe has put it. And then the first actual team for the actual first production team was myself, Gabe, Steven, Anaya, Nolan, Sephi, David, Christoph. And then we kind of split it up to a different team, like the A team. And then there's team 1, which is myself, Gabe. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, guys. That's like culmination of all the teams. Team A was myself, Gabe, Sephi, Christoph, David. And then team 1 was... Sorry. I immediately thought of team 10. And I was like, shit, we're getting close to them. Team 1 is myself, Gabe, Steven, Anaya, Nolan. And that's it. And now we're just kind of whatever team. It's just whoever's here. Oh, Mark's talking about proposing. Ooh. Are you sure you want to be talking about this publicly? I mean, literally, this is just a fraction, a very small fraction of the YouTube verse. We are like ants. We're not even ants. We are microorganisms in comparison to the YouTube verse. Team 1's my favorite. Thank you. I'm saying that because I'm on both teams. No, thank you. I really appreciate that because I love the chemistry that we have like with the entire like group in that particular team. A lot of them being people who lived with each other. Well, minus me. But I came in there. I felt like I really mended well with everyone. Goddamn Jake Paul. Right? Like, I don't even understand the origins of Team 10, nor do I want to. I had to add that in there just in case someone wanted to show me a link to a video. What else is there? Anything else I wanted to really talk about? Not much, really. I'm kind of just shooting the shit right now. I think I found a good flow of things now. But I think I don't know if you guys really, what was the word? Listened in on that podcast last time, but Gabe and I were talking about how Gabe and I used to like just shoot the shit all the time, and we'd go on for like hours and hours, even beyond actual recording and stuff like that. So just like, we kind of wonder what happened, and I think it is because of the fact that we now implemented the new comment system, so we can see what's going on in the chat right there, and we kind of rely on you guys. So there's like more of a back and forth motion, so we're talking to you guys and stuff like that, and that's totally fine. Although it doesn't help when the content creator wants to like elaborate and go on for a long period of time for speaking, which is what I used to be doing. But now it's much shorter now as far as how much I'm willing to expand on, and then like look back at you guys. But Justin, did you see that I sent you an NF music vid? Oh great. Something to kill the brain cells a little bit. Or should I say just numb it? We'll see. Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, you sent this a couple days ago. Here's a song I recommended checking out for you guys to do a discussion on NF. This song is very interesting. It's very known because you feel his pain, how a real artist really is. Okay. I don't know, dude. It's kind of weird with discussions and reactions. Reacting it, it's just, we would do everything. Like, we do every single type of video under the sun. We can even just like react to our own videos and stuff like that, and just like, whatever. But we definitely should put an emphasis on things that we like to do. If there's anything new, anything that kind of provokes us, sure, certainly. But sometimes you want to, especially if you're doing this for the sake of the channel and everything like that, you want to make sure everything's cohesive. A lot of things are well known. Oh, sorry, I was reading Mark's recent comment. I was like, that kind of like threw me off a little bit. But yeah, it's the maybe. I don't know. I guess I can. I guess I could write it down right now. Maybe that's the reason why I just didn't write it down. NF, how could you leave us? I'm just that. Oh yeah, I guess I did write it down, huh? But I did write down Ruby Volume 5 Blake thing, and then Coco Bop is still there, so I'll do that. I'll be honest with you. Oh, actually, Zane's not here, but yeah, I'm not doing any more. I'm not doing the follow up with XO any moment. NF is the realest rapper, says Mark. I guess so, but well, we'll just have to see. I actually never heard of NF until now. Well, until when you brought it up, which was like back then. And yeah, that's such a shame though. If he's really a good rapper, then he should get a little bit more media than that. So I'm kind of curious, like, okay, what gives? Well, like, why does it not show up my feed? But it's like, oh wait, we know why, because YouTube's being YouTube. Oh shoot, something just let you down. Audio version actually came out yesterday. That's cool. Yeah, that sucks. How come I'm not really exposed to this type of stuff? Maybe that should be the mindset for DangIT Productions. Maybe we should just have you guys suggest like really cool things that just don't seem to have a lot of spotlight or anything like that. Sorry, guys. Sure. I know that reacting was very much so. What's the word? Yes. Sorry, guys. I'm like drawing a blank here real bad. But it's sad that I don't see a lot of that, because how YouTube really caters to each individual, which is nice and all, but I do want that kind of exposure as well. He raps about his life and things he's actually going through, but doesn't every single artist kind of, to an extent, do that? I know popular artists will talk about, people don't know what it's like to be super famous, all the expectations, squaw. Not sure says, reacting it. First and foremost, thank you. Thank you for just saying reacting it. It's not saying DangIT Reacts, DangIT Reactions. God bless you, dude. I'm agnostic, so God bless you. But yeah, take all the requests, put it in a bag, and randomly pick one. Yeah, essentially what it was. Hold on, there was someone who said something. Let's see, scrolling up here. No, okay, no, that was pretty much it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. But yeah, Mark is elaborating more on like, how could you leave us is about his monster who... Oh, about his monster. It's about his mother who overdosed on drugs, basically asking her, how could you leave us? Yeah, that's harsh, dude. But that's... Now I kind of don't want to watch it, because it probably is really beautiful, but God, I don't want to be like put to tears, dude. I have enough things that just kind of do that anyway. Like in a positive sense, as far as like it's a beautiful piece and stuff like that, but just not really in the mood to get all feelsies. Let's see. I'm kind of looking at things to expect in the future. So I'm pretty sure this was the case, but there was no new episode of Dragon Ball Super, right? So I think we'll do a discussion on whatever the new one is, depending on when it's coming out. Yeah, right. There is no new episode yet, so at least according to Verve, it's not there. We'll do My Hero, we'll do Naruto. That's pretty much it. As far as like the main staple stuff, I'm curious though, because I'm pretty sure we're pretty clear on this, but we're gonna do Ruby Volume 5 as far as our coverage. But we're wondering what is going to be the next new character short. Are we gonna get more Ruby, or are we just gonna get Yang, and then Ruby's just gonna be saved for like when Volume 5 comes out because they could be incoherent about that. So I'm very curious as to how they're gonna approach Ruby now. Scared for Roshi. Hell yeah, right? It's just like I'm so worried about Roshi. Yeah, but new episodes coming out tonight. It's basically featuring Frost. I think in 2 weeks is the hour long special. Oh wow, okay. I can imagine Ruby Shore will be the last, says Master Hand. But then, what's the time frame between the release of Weiss and Blake's short? Because it feels like a long ass time since Weiss's short came out, right? Let me double check on that actually. Ruby Volume 5 Weiss trailer, whatever. It did say it came out a month ago. What does it say here? Specifically, it came out July 17th. And then I guess it does. I guess they're doing it by the month. So July 17th, and then we have September 4th. So, I mean, if they're going to release it by that time frame, then it's like it may not come out by the time because it comes out in October, right? So they don't really have time to really push out all the character shorts. Maybe one more if they're really good at it, and they are really good at it. But at the same time, I'm not sure. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remembered that Ruby Volume 5 is going to have its own like debut in a certain number of theaters. One of the nearest few theaters that I live at actually has it going, so has it playing on its actual release date. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. Just like to get that crowd reaction to just like really bolster up like my hype levels for Volume 5, or do I want to actually do a much more controlled environment like this and just do the same old like let's watch this and do all that. Also, I took notes of this and I never really did any adjustments to it, but it was actually the webcam as far as the white balance and everything. There we go. It looks much cleaner. I feel like I looked like some kind of weird, bizarre, pale alien. Let's see. Hold on, people were talking about things. Sorry guys, I'm gonna catch up here. iShad says hello. Death also says I listen to Let You Down from enough if you want. You won't get feels from it. It's really good though. Back from the museum says ice, nice. Green Lights is lit. Shredder and outro is an amazing video. They're pretty much having like a conversation with themselves now. Yeah, I'm actually I believe one of them does work at the museum, Mark. You know, that's a cool thing too. Did I ever answer the question for someone who's saying where I was like working? I work as a clerk at my place. That's as specific as I'm going to go for that. As far as that, yeah, it's a good job. As Marcus like followed up with that. That says I made a new friend. Wait, how would you make the noise for that one? Oh shit! You know what? You know what I haven't talked about, and I don't know if we'll ever like bring this up in an actual discussion thing. Maybe we will. But what about that animojis? I feel ashamed because I actually like the concept of it, and I think that. Sorry, distracted. But yeah, it's weird because I'm actually like excited for that. I don't think I'll get a new iPhone still, but it's something like that. I can imagine me actually doing recordings with that and overlaying over a video. So whenever I do dialogue, you just see like an emoji head of a cat or the poop emoji just on the background. It's revolutionary. It's something that like if if given the opportunity in the past to do it, and I hadn't established like my own face in cameras and everything like that, I would totally use it. But yes, is there still want the dab emoji to be animated? What, you're gonna see this, and you're just gonna see the mouth like subtly move as like that position still never like stops. The face palming emoji. Aw. That says like dabbing's illegal right now. It should be. I'm not saying that as is, but I'm just saying like following up with that. Speaking through the throat again. Oh. Sorry, it's making a lot of noise. Okay. So I've been thinking, as far as, because I want to do, this is kind of like an aside here, but doing master quests for Breath of the Wild at some point, maybe not on the YouTube channel, but maybe on Twitch or something like that. Just because I'm still trying to do things on Twitch as well. So, and I'm looking here, there's not a lot of coverage on master mode now. And that's probably because like it's past the hype time. A lot of people recently have been streaming, and this is probably because it just came out, but like 2K18 for NBA. I was noticing that the other night, and I was like, man, there's a lot of streams for that. And I guess the same with Dragon Ball FighterZ, which I should do a stream for that on Twitch as well. But man, that'd be kind of cool. Oh, actually, people are titling this, but not necessarily everyone's actually doing it. So, well, give me a second, guys. I'm just kind of looking through to see if I can even find Breath of the Wild here. It should be. It's somewhere. I know it. There it is. It's right next to Mario Maker. It's weird with the whole Switch thing, because like obviously people want like Switch ports of like their favorite games on the Wii U, like Mario Maker, Smash Brothers. By the way, I'm so sorry for people who were expecting Smash Brothers. I'm so sorry. It just had to happen like that. But yeah, it's such a shame. Not a fan of 2K18 or 2K in general, honestly. Yeah, I mean, I'm not either. But it's so crazy how everyone's just streaming that because it's so new. Check the Insider program. You may have an invite, Justin. Cool. Yeah, I'll have to do that. In fact, you know what? I think I should move to that now. Like, because I'm so interested in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, I want to play it. I want to know how it feels just playing it and like get a feel for the characters and whatnot. Because I think that's a really cool game. And as much as I like Naruto and everything like that, the combat as far as fighting, being PvP, wasn't really that engaging. Or at least it can be, but like through kind of unconventional means. For example, using assists, like heavily relying on assists to follow up with all your different tactics, versus like actual like skill from the individual player and then follow up with assist characters. Mark's saying it feels so good, my dude. Okay, all right, I'm looking into this. I really want to give this a shot and maybe put it on Twitch or something like that, whatever. Okay, in that case, let's actually end the stream here because, God, I am running out of things to say. Any ideas for Discord server? I have my own with 113 members. I can help. I mean, we have our own like Discord and everything like that, and I think it's good as it is for now with our current popularity and whatnot. So, yeah, But anyway, I'll figure things out on that side, and maybe I'll see you guys over on Twitch whenever that goes in. Dang, Discord's a thing. Yeah, actually, have you checked that out, Death? It's like literally in the description below. So if you just kind of scroll down here. Oh, that's actually going too far. It's right above our support Patreon page. But yeah, like talk to why is it always like that? There we go. Talk to us and the community live on Discord. 2 was repeated twice. I was like, what the hell, dude? Xbox 360 said, no one told me. Okay. All right, we're gonna actually end the stream here, and I'm going to see if I can start everything up over there on the 360 and whatnot, or 360, the Xbox One, and just see what we can do over there. In the meantime, just keep a lookout on Discord to see, what we're doing. People need a link to our Discord page. It's in the description below. So yeah, do that. Just stay there, and I will let you guys know over there when I'd be streaming on Twitch, and we'll see from there. But yeah, okay, guys. We're going to end this stream here. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, just like providing feedback and everything like that. You guys have been pretty consistent on posting comments and like that, and that's really cool to know that people are really want to get engaged, like whether with me or just other people. It's super cool. But yeah, we're going to end the stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. # bye, everyone. I wish I had an outro. I'll get there.